They say only the good die young, but what if they're wrong? What if the truly evil also die young? Take, for instance, the most notorious killer of the 20th century. He didn't just kill, he played games with the world. With every body he left behind, the Zodiac sent letters. They were encrypted, taunting, and terrifying. And for decades, no one could solve them. There's something undeniably fascinating about a killer who not only preys on people, but also teases the police. A killer who revels in the fear he creates. It makes the crime less about murder and more about a deadly game of cat and mouse. Most serial killers leave no trace of who they are, save for the carnage they leave in their wake. But the Zodiac was different. He wanted to be caught, or at least he wanted people to think he wanted to be caught. He gave clues, ciphers, even calling cards, all designed to lead the police to him. And yet, for all his showmanship, he remained elusive, his true identity buried somewhere in the foggy hills of Northern California. The case of the Zodiac has fascinated people for decades. Books, documentaries, even movies have been made about it. But what really makes this case stand out are the ciphers. The Zodiac killer sent 4 of them, 3 in 1969 and 1 in 1970. And they were unlike anything seen before or since. The first 2 ciphers were relatively easy to decode, but the third one, known as the Z40 cipher, stumped everyone. It was until 51 years later that a man named David Aranja used a computer program to decode it. The message inside was terrifying. I hope you are enjoying the hunt so far. This is just the beginning. There are more to come. It was signed, the Zodiac. The cipher had taken more than half a century to solve, but it wasn't the cryptic message itself that made headlines around the world. It was the revelation that the Zodiac may have been trying to tell us something else, something much more sinister. As it turns out, the killer may have been hiding his real identity in plain sight all along. According to some reports, the Zodiac actually gave his real name in one of the ciphers. But here's the twist. It wasn't just his name. He also gave his social security number, the year he was born, and even the street where he grew up. If true, it means the police had the wrong guy all along. But is it possible? Let's go back to the beginning of the case. In the late 1960s, a string of murders shook the San Francisco Bay Area. 5 people were found dead, shot execution style. The killer was never caught. Then in 1969, a new murder shook the city. A young woman was found stabbed to death in a park. The case went unsolved for months until a man claiming to be the killer contacted the police. He sent a letter, one that would become known as the most dangerous love letter in history. Inside was a cipher, a puzzle that would become the killer's calling card. As it turns out, there's a lot more to the Zodiac case than meets the eye. Was the killer trying to tell us who he really was? And if so, why? Or is there another explanation for the cipher?